Trader's Edge with your host, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and thanks so much for joining me, folks. I absolutely love being here with you, but I mostly treasure your presence, and my outcome today, folks, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you the tools that will help you to lead an inspired life, because leading an inspired life, folks, that is what it's all about. So let's go take a look at one of our tools. This is the tool that I call branding. Branding, folks, think about it like this. The power of branding comes down to one word, and one word can absolutely make such a difference in everyone's life. Let me ask you a couple questions out there, just to think about the power of branding out there. If I ask you to name a soft drink company, real quickly, what's the name, what's the word that comes to name? Coke, right? Coke comes to name. Power of branding. How about if I ask you to name a car company? What car company would you put up there? Ford, right? Even if you don't own a Ford, you would likely put Ford up there. How about if I ask you to name a search engine company? What are you going to put down? You're going to put down Google, most likely, right? How about one last one? What if I ask you to name a discount retailer? A discount retailer, what name are you going to put down there? What name would you put? You'd put Walmart, right? Just think about that. Now, how do you really take that, the power of branding, to what it is that I want to speak to you about this morning, in just a 60-second time frame? Well, folks, those words, when I asked you to name a soft drink company, you immediately came up with the brand, whether you drink it. I don't drink Coke. I can't remember the last time that I had a Coke product out there, but that certainly is the power of the branding. Well, one word, folks, is what it is that would describe you as well. If I were to ask your friends for a brand name for you, what is the word that they would give to you? And how important is that? What's that word that they would use to describe you? I think it's probably the most important, underlooked, yet easiest. It's sitting right in front of us. Oftentimes, things are always sitting right in front of us. And the question really isn't what word that they would use to describe you. The real question is that the word that you want them to be describing you for? And if the answer is no, whether it's in business, whether you're retired, no matter what stage of life you're in, it really is all about branding. If I ask people, which I did, I asked people, what's the one word that you would use to describe me? And this is true throughout my entire life out here. There's really three words that people would use to describe me. You probably, if I asked you to come up with three words, I'm not, ask, well, some of you don't know me, but you know me certainly through TigerTV, or you know me through listening at TFNN, or maybe we've actually conducted some business together. Maybe you've attended one of my workshops. Maybe there's some way that I've touched your life. There's three words that people have used throughout my entire life, and these are three words that I love. And this truly is how I live my life. Those three words, folks, you think possibly the word positive might come out that might be one of the words that somebody might use to describe me? The answer is absolutely yes. I can tell you I've had more stuff, that wasn't the word I wanted to use, but more stuff thrown at me than most out there. But folks, that's nothing more than just simply a test. There's another P word that people will go ahead and use to describe me. Yeah, it's absolutely passionate. Do you think I'm passionate about what it is that I do with you each morning, or just simply you don't think that this is a show, do you? Because it absolutely isn't. I'm the same way off the air as I am on the air. Maybe just a little bit more amped up when I'm on the air, but that's just simply because I'm so passionate about what it is that I do. And that last P word, because there's three P's that usually folks will use to describe me, and it's called persistent, folks. When I know what I want, I go after it. I know the universe is going to test me. I know I'm not going to necessarily get there on the exact same track that I had planned, just like a hurricane is going to lose, maybe tracks out there. But folks, think about it. Make sure that the words that folks would use to describe you, that is the brand that you want to be able to offer. It doesn't matter what line of business you're in. Doesn't matter whether it's your children or what have you. Make sure that you are living the life of that one word. That one word. That's what Curly said. Just that one thing out there that describes you. And if that word isn't the word that you want, just simply go change it, folks. It's that power of branding, that power of one word. Why? I'm going to sum it up like this, because the words, folks, that we attach to our experience, they become our experience. So it's the power of one word, folks. It's the power of branding. That's our tool for this morning. I can tell you one thing. I am absolutely proud to be a part of the TFNN brand. And thanks so much for joining us, folks. Let's go take a look at the markets out here. You know, one of the brands that we take a look at in the markets, we take a look at Gartley patterns out there. And if you're watching us on Tiger TV, you see two Gartley patterns here that I have drawn into my chart. We've got a Gartley buy and a Gartley sell. It's AB equals CD patterns that are out there. You can follow along with us on Tiger TV if you're listening on the radio. Maybe you're listening on your mobile device because you went to tfnn.mobi. We thank you so much for doing that. You can always catch an archive of this show on what channel? That's right, Channel 9. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that is why it is on Channel 9. I'm not sure if that's the reason why, but it sounds like a good reason why it would be on Channel 9. So you can catch the archive of this show. And what we're looking at here are two Gartley sell patterns that are on, or two Gartley patterns. One's a sell, one's a buy. Now, we came on the air yesterday morning about 9 o'clock. You had the ES Mini trading out right at about the 14.12 level. Right now you're trading out at 14.06. It's down about 1.25 over the after the close yesterday. Now, what you're taking a look at, an A to B equals CD down. Now, you know, one thing, folks, is that if you are watching us on Tiger TV, we absolutely, you know, thank you for doing that. Now, maybe some of you might say, hey, the charts aren't as clear as I'd like them to be. Here's a little trick. If you haven't tried the Tiger's Den, then go over to the homepage of TFNN.com. Do it like right now and sign up for a 30-day free trial. Why? Because the charts on in the Tiger's Den are just a little bit clearer than what it is that we have here. So if you're trying to understand these patterns, if you want to be able to, you know, take a look and really see how these things form, then go try the Tiger's Den. And while you're over there, you're going to make a whole lot of great new friends out there. Branding, right? Brand new friends out there. A great group of traders that will certainly be out there to help you. Of course, we're here to help you 9 hours a day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if we take a look at the Gartley pattern, it is a great brand to trade out here. If we take a look at the first Gartley buy pattern, you had your 8-point out here, came in at the top at 8.30, out at 14.16. You had price move down into the 10:30 time frame when it got down to 14.0725, moved back up over the next hour at 12 noon. It made a high at 14.50, and then it started its gradual leg down. Started that gradual leg down, completed a 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD, I believe. Also coming into the 0.618 retracement. When I say retracement, folks, I'm talking about major set of swing points, and it doesn't matter what chart time frame you use on. You're still looking at, in essence, the same type of area here. Major swing points in this case here coming in about 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday, August 24th, out at the price point of $13.95 and a quarter. So if you went from that low all the way up to the high that was put in yesterday as we were coming on board, well, at 8:30, the high that was at 14.16. If you just simply had your retracement ruler, you'd see that the 0.618 level would give you a price point projection somewhere right around the 14.04, might have been 14.03 level. So you do a 0.618 retracement, a 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD. That, folks, set up your Gartley buy pattern. Now, on a Gartley buy pattern, you don't know whether that's going to turn into the next A to B equals CD up. One of the things that you do know, though, is if you just simply go from the retracement, that's from your A to your D point, in this case here, from the high to the low, and if we just simply do that, what you can gauge as your targets are going to be what? Sweet what? If you came to visit us here in downtown Clearwater, and we certainly encourage you to do that, you would be coming to Suite 618. Well, the 0.618 retracement of that A to D point would have gotten you up to 14.1150. You actually had price get all the way up to 14.11, folks, before it gave you a signal that it started to want to move lower out here. And so that was your target on any Gartley. Now, look, you may not be trading this pattern here on such an intraday time frame, but the idea is, or what's important, is these patterns work on any time frames. You know, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, hourly. I don't really suggest using an hourly chart unless you're trading maybe a currency or future contract. And the reason is because there's 6.5 hours in a day. And so if you're just simply trading an equity, you're going to get a lopsided half hour there from a volume standpoint and a price standpoint that you're not really comparing the same things. But don't let me digress here. Then we take a look at our next pattern out here. Well, we were taking a look at that 618 retracement. That set up a Gartley sell because we were just simply going from our swing point high that was out here at as we came into the 12 noon time frame out at 14.50. That was a 618 retracement. The area that, price came into, there was an A to B equals CD up. That A point came in at 11 o'clock last night. That A point being out at 14.0425. The B point being made as you came into the 3 o'clock hour in the morning. That was at a price point of 14.0850. Moves down to where? The 0.618 retracement of just simply that set of swing points as you got down at 4 a.m. into the 14.0575 level. Completes the A to B equals CD. Now, if you just simply go, what you can see here, just simply the extension that you've got, what happened was the move down now off of that Gartley cell wasn't a 0.618 retracement, but what was it? 100% move of a move. That's a normal area of what? In this case here, a normal area of support. But let's go ahead and erase these patterns. It's possible that what's unfolding out here, because that could be the new C point, folks, of an A to B equals CD down. If we just simply take a look at that, we'd be coming off here. I'm not going to go all the way back to the left. I'm going to go start at that 12 noon time frame. That's possible that that's our A, our B point, the one that came in at 11 o'clock last night. The C point being right out here at 6 a.m. this morning. At A to B equals CD down. Where's that going to take you? 1 to 1 will take you to 1,475 cents. 877-927-6648. King Dollar pulling back 35 cents. That means folks out there are buying the euro. Do you want to buy the euro? I think maybe Super Mario Draghi. He's staying home because he's buying the euro, folks. Give us a call. We'll be right back.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on TigerTV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
877-927-6648. And what is that I hear in the background? That's our Super Mario tune, and, that's dedicated to the Euro. We're going to go take a look at the Euro here right now, and Super Mario Draghi canceling out on the Jackson Hole event out here. What was that all about? Well, I think that Uncle Ben Bernanke, he was listening in on TFNN. He was taking a look at the chart patterns that we were looking at in the Euro. We were seeing several sell patterns come together all at the same point. That was coming into last Friday out here. We had a head and shoulder neckline that was being tested. That area held up as resistance. We had a 0.786 Gartley sell pattern. That held up as a resistance. We had a 1.618 butterfly pattern. That's the light blue pattern out here. We had that. We had an A to B equals CD that completed. We had a bearish engulfing candle. That occurred on Friday's session. You had nice confirmation yesterday. And I think Uncle Ben was listening in, and he was taking a look at those patterns, and he said, hey, we made a deal here. You were going to buy the Euro, and I was going to buy the ES Mini, and so you need to cancel your flight. Don't want you coming to Jackson Hole. Go back and buy the Euro, folks. Well, ever since Uncle Ben, not Uncle Ben, but Super Mario, said that he was going to bow out and not come join.
Hey, Mario!
That's right. And join the meeting out there, folks. The Euro has been on a upthrust. You can see it's up towards the high of its day right now, trading out at 1.25658. But take a look at the divergence in the marketplace that we have out here. That divergence, folks, where you've got the Dow futures are off, the ES Mini is off a bit, NASDAQ future totally flat out there, unchanged, Russell 2000 up maybe a point, but more importantly, take a look at gold. You've got gold pulling back. Gold is back $6 this morning. Not a big deal, but when you consider the weakness here in the dollar and the energy that gold is at in it, gold pulling back. You got silver down 20 cents right now. That's down about 0.6%. So you got silver pulling back after having some energy in here. You've got light sweet crude only up 75 cents right now. So with the dollar pulling back, weakness, and you got crude, gold, silver, all measured in dollars. So you've got all of those things here not moving up. You got a hurricane. Well, I don't know if it's a hurricane. As I came in this morning, it's still listed as a tropical storm, so I hope that that's really all that it really turns out to be. Of course, you're only talking about 5 or 6 mile per hour difference between what it's at right now as a tropical storm versus a level 1 hurricane out there, class 1. And so, in any event, the point is there's absolutely some disconnect going on out here, but you can see, Uncle Ben is out there. Maybe it's the large commercial banks. They are out there just simply buying the Euro. They're going to try to bust through that neckline. I expect here no reason why that won't be tested. If you come back and we take a look at the U.S. dollar index out here, we go take a look at the King. You can see the King now testing this 100% move, testing the support area coming back into the time frame of the June 19th area. The swing points out here certainly the upthrust that it had coming in on the May 21st area. Just simply this entire area here has held as resistance. It's being tested, or support. It's being tested again this morning. We'll see how this thing here shakes out. But as we go take a look at gold, let's go see what the gold contract is doing out in the marketplace. You've got gold trading out at $16.68. So you can take a look at, with the dollar pulling back as much as it is, folks, with the push up there, somehow, and we're coming into the end of the month. This is the 28th, isn't it? You want to talk about some potential window dressing that's out there. Well, so far, the memo has not gone out. Take a look at gold here, pulling back. Looks like what gold is going to do, the first thing that you want to pay attention on gold, and I've got the daily chart up on the screen. What you want to do is you want on your gold contract is you want to go ahead and take a look at the trend line. That trend line going all the way back to the highs put in on September 6th. That high, 1923.70. Use that as one of your touch points. Use one of the other two touch points, either being the high on February 28th at 1792 or 70. I'd use that one, and that's just simply going to be able to send up your trend line. You can see that's a longer-term trend line. Gold breaking through that area, doing it out on August 23rd. Now that it broke through there, you can expect gold to pull back and test that trend line. That may be all that you see gold pull back, is just simply to that trend line, but you're going to want to watch that out here. If we take a look at high-ho silver, we'll see a similar setup there. Now, in the silver contract, we've got this trend. This is a longer-term trend as well, going back to the highs out here, April the 25th. So you can see you've got that high. That's that black diagonal line that's coming down. You can see how silver just breaking out just slightly above that area. I would expect that would be the next test on any down move in high-ho silver. 877-927-6648. When we get back, we're going to go check out these markets. It looks like Super Mario's holding up his end of the deal, but Uncle Ben, maybe he's just waiting for lower prices to support the S&P. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Tom O'Brien's daily trading newsletter, Market Insights, has delivered powerful results for subscribers, and now is the perfect time to try it out for 2 weeks absolutely free. We're so confident in the value Tom provides his subscribers in his daily newsletter that through Labor Day weekend only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, completely free of charge. We'll even cover the shipping cost. Cancel at any time during your 2-week free trial to Market Insights and pay nothing, and keep Tom's free book as a gift from us. This offer is only valid for new subscribers. We've only extended this offer once before, and it will only be active for a short period of 2 weeks. So act now to take advantage of this great offer and be ready to capitalize on a more active, more volatile market once traders return from their August vacations. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. Sign up for your free trial to get your free copy of Tom's best-selling book today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
To the races. You got the Dow down 20 points, S&P off 2, Composite off 4, Russell not out of the gate yet, down 28 cents. You got Microsoft off a penny, Intel down 11 cents, Google down $1.70, Cisco off 10 pennies, Apple trading off a couple bucks, $2.50 here. Leading the charge on the way up. Let's go take a look at what's popping and what's dropping out there. Movado Group, the watchmakers, MOV is the ticker symbol. They're the leader in the clubhouse, up $5.50. That's up 17%. We'll certainly go take a look at that stock. Do you own a Movado? I've got one in one of my drawers somewhere. PVH Corp, that is the second leader. They're up 5% this morning. They're up $4.50. You've got Cyberonics, CYBX, a ticker symbol, up $4. That's up 8 7/10. Seabright Holdings, SBX, must be a merger out there. Let's see, they are up 33% here this morning. A signed agreement for Seabright Holdings. Who's going to acquire them? NStar Group Limited. We're going to see all kinds of continued buyouts, folks, out here over the next quarter. You got companies out there, and their way to grow now is going to be through acquisitions. So now they're loaded up on cash. They're certainly not going to use it to go higher. Folks are going to use it to manage their stock price, and that's going to be done by managing their top line and bottom line. And you've got next up here, you got Sanderson Farms, SAFM is the ticker symbol. They're up $1.80. That's up 4%. Baidu up this morning. H.J. Heinz. I should have asked for a ketchup company from a brand. Everybody would come up with Heinz on that one. That's an easy one. They are trading up 2%. Dropping to the downside. Apple leading the charge, down $3.50. That's only off about 0.5%. Salesforce Innovation having another tough day out. The CRM is the ticker symbol, down $2.80. Polypore International, PPO, is the ticker symbol. They're off 8% this morning, down $2.80. CLAC, KLA-Tencor, they're trading off 5% this morning. Pharmacyclics, PCYC, off 3%. Asmil Holdings, ASML. Again, I still think they ought to change the name on that one. They're down 2.5%, and VMware down $1.26. So let's go start tooling around, taking a look at some of these stock charts out here. Let's go first take a look at Movado. MOV is the ticker symbol, having a nice day out here. Let's go see what is behind the move here. If we take a look at Movado, must be out with, let's see if they're out with some earnings out here. They did. Let's see here. Net sales, $221 million versus $203. Let's see if we can find a income level. Net income out here. Okay, why doesn't it pop out at me? Don't see the net income right here real quickly, so let's not mess with that. Let's just simply go take a look and see what the, oh man, this thing is popping up, gapping up with volume. So this thing here already today has done 636,000 shares. Just take a look at the average volume out here, folks. So having a big day out here. Now, what is it doing? It's getting all the way back to, it looks like it's all-time high. So let's go put this on a monthly chart first. We'll go monthly, weekly, take a look at the daily chart out here. Let me refresh my screen, make sure we've got all of this volume. Man, this is sick, isn't it? If you take a look at the volume bar, this high volume bar down here that goes all the way back to December 2008, 13. If this thing ever does fall out of bed, that's what you'd have to be paying attention to. 13.78. It's at $35 right now. But let's go take a look at what it's currently doing in the month of August. So the swing point high out here seems to be the month of April 2007. Got up to a high of 3540, 7.6 million shares. So far this month it has done 3.4, so it doesn't have enough juice. It's making a 100% move of a move out here. No, do not short this stock, especially with the gap up here. But I would expect that this thing would pull back, and I would expect that this thing would pull back after making the 100% move, probably to about the $29 level, $29.97 or so. Now that's on the monthly. Let's go take a look at the weekly on Movado here. Let's see what this thing is doing on a weekly basis. We take a look at the weekly chart out here. We're going to go take a look at this. So on the weekly chart, now we see this swing point that it made the high and it sold off. That was on March 30th, 2007, 4.9 million shares. That's that 35.40 price point. You're at 35.63 right now, but for the week, it's done for what's early in the week. So yesterday, 460,000 shares. May want to watch Movado, see if it actually takes out that swing point. Now, back to the daily chart out here, just see if we see anything else on the daily chart. Again, if this thing does pull back, what you'd look for it to do is come back and fill the gap out there. You also have this, you've got some pretty decent support in and around the $29 level, $29.20, $7.76, and then obviously you've got today's gap up. So you might want to put Movado on your chart there, on your pad, just to watch it as it pulls back to this most recent breakout area, because you've got a pretty nice support area in that price range. So that was on Movado. Let's go take a look at PVH Corp. PVH Corp up $5 and change right now. Let's go see what is behind that move here. PVH, we can go see what they actually do. Do they have any numbers out here? PVH Corp. Looks like their revenue, $1.34 billion versus $1.33 billion out there. I don't see the net income. Net income, $87.7 million versus $66.73. So they're gapping up this morning. Looks like it has a little bit of volume behind it. This thing getting back to where it last made some highs out here on the daily chart. Those highs coming in on May the 2nd, 93.06. Let's go just simply draw the lines. We'll take a look at this, see if it's trying to take out this swing point here with volume. So we're going to use the exact swing point out there. That swing point volume-wise has, and again we're looking at the day of May 2nd, has 1.1 million shares so far in just the first 11 minutes of trading, 454,000. It is taking that up. So now let's go take, and that could be quite a B point out here of an A to B equals CD up. So this is a interesting stock chart here. Don't like the institutional selling that I saw on May 31st out here when it came down with 4.2 million shares. You can see this thing really just kind of consolidated here for a period of time, but PVH is trying to take out that swing point high. Again, 93.06. Come back and take a look at that maybe during the next hour. Let's go take a look at what is dropping. You got Polypore International down 7%. So let's go take a look at that. That ticker symbol PPO. PPO, the ticker symbol. Down here, let's go take a look at volume. It's trying to take out a swing point. Oh, man. So this thing is going for a lower price for sure. Just take a look at this downdraft here going back to January 31st, 2012. You talk about falling out of bed, folks. 26 million shares out there. You see that. Look at that thing. So this thing here, let's go see what it really is doing. It's now taking on, then it gaps down again on August the 1st with 6.4 million shares. So today, so far, in 12 minutes of trading, 1 million shares out here, and it's going against the actual swing point that was established on August 2nd out at 30.95. So we're going to see if that area here holds as any kind of support. Let's switch this over to the longer term. So let's go to the weekly chart on Polypore. Okay, so we had looked at this. Somebody must have called about this, or in any event, I had the AB equals CD on the screen here, and so we're looking at the smaller one. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD takes down to 25.83. But this thing, could be coming into that area with volume. That would set up $17.20. That is on Polypore. And let's put the monthly up here just to round it out before we go to the next equity that we take a look at. And let's see here if there's any sign of strength on Polypore. And really, there just simply isn't. Let's go take a look at Salesforce Innovation. They now have jumped into the lead dollar-wise on the way down. The stock here is continues to get hammered. CRM has nothing to do with how good or bad their software may be. Well, actually not too bad today. I take that back. But let's go take a look at this here. Salesforce Innovation. So they're down $3 and change. That's off 2% here. Now it looks like what they're going to do is come back and test the August 24th bar that has 7.7 million shares. And at the low of that is 140.77. What this stock did here, I'm going to put this on the longer term chart. So we're going to put this on a weekly. And on a weekly chart out here, let's put this on the monthly. Let me see if there's any clear sign here on the monthly chart for us. So as we put this on a monthly chart, so you had some volume come off of the highs out here. So let's go take a look at it. You had a bearish engulfing candle on the May 31st candle out here, May 31st, 2012. You've got 75 million shares on the way down right now as the stock has moved up into it. And we're really at the end of the month, a few more trading sessions moving up into that area with 52 million shares. And it is also testing, now it's testing at least the April 30th swing point. That's your swing point high, $164.75 is the high, 147.50 is the low, 40 million shares. So you're up in there. If it can close inside there, and so far it hasn't, it's rejected that. You'd want to see, if you're inside Salesforce Innovation, you want to see this thing close this month inside 147.50. It would at least set up a possible test to the highs out there. But actually not too bad, except for some of the institutional selling that's out here from August 31st, 2011. Let's go take a look at KLAC. KLA out here is trading down 3%, 3.5% this morning. So KLA 10 core, KLAC is the ticker symbol. They're gapping down this morning. Let's go see what she is going into. This thing here has been traveling in a high-level consolidation here, going all the way back into the October 2011 time frame. So gaps down here this morning. Let's go see what the news is behind this. If there is any, nothing other than a downgrade that we see out here. So let's go see. What this will do is this will run down to the swing point of July 10th. You've got a high volume swing point down there that has not been tested. That's got 5.5 million shares. The high of that is 46.82. The low is 44.77. So I would expect to see KLA CLAC 10 core, KLA 10 core, get down into that level before, and that's just simply back down at the bottom of the consolidation area that it has been traveling in. Let's go take a look at here. If we take a look at the markets right now, you got the Dow off $2, S&P's totally flat, composite up 2, small caps up by a couple. Let's go take a look at the ETF indices out there. Let's switch over to that. We'll take a look at the daily charts out here. And if we take the SPY is the first one that pops up on the screen. If we take a look at the SPY right now, what it's really doing, it's trading inside the April 2nd swing point, also trading inside the May 1st. The May 1st high is 141.66. So far today, it's gotten up to a high of 141.50. But really, until the SPY breaks through this April 2nd level, the low of that April 2nd level is 140.36. Then all it's really doing is consolidating up here at the high. It's not giving you any signal to, it says, hey, bears, be cautious, and bulls, be watching that level. That is on the SPYs out here. Now, the swing point that you are taking a look at that it most recently tested yesterday happened to be that August 21st test. Now, August 21st, you did 105 million shares. The low of that was 141.45. Yesterday, the close was just inside there. It closed at 141.54. So not, so again, the low was 141.45, and yesterday was the close of 141.54. You close inside a swing point. What's that set up? It sets up the possibility to run to the high of that swing point here, and it's still trading inside there. It's at 141. Well, it's just below it right now, 141.42. Now, when you came into that swing point yesterday, you were going against 105 million shares. What you did yesterday was 68 million shares. Certainly not a lot of juice to the upside, but neither was it a lot of juice to the downside. That was on the SPYs. If we go take a look at the diamonds, let's go see what the diamonds were doing. The diamonds acting the weakest out here. The diamond's now trading below its swing point. The diamond swing point is May 1st. The low of that is 131.40. Yesterday you tested that. Now that swing point here has volume of 5.5 million shares. Yesterday you tested that with 1.8 million shares. Is that right? I think that it is right. But, my goodness gracious out here. Talk about summertime blues. We got to play that song. And so when we take a look at yesterday, a failure on price and volume here, the diamonds are the ones that are really setting up, at least right now, a small A to B equals CD down. If we take a look at that on the daily chart, your A point would be the swing point high of August 21st. That is at 131.02. I would set up my B point, the bottom of Friday's session. That was a bearish engulfing candle, was not confirmed. That low, 131.56, and then yesterday would be the high. So just simply a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD takes you down to 128.60. That is where I suspect you're going to get a release of information. That happens to be the August 2nd swing point candle out there with 10.9 million shares. 877-927-6648. Totally flat market out here. You got the Dow up 47 cents, S&P up 19 cents. We'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to check out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page of TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. You got the Dow trading off 10 points right now. S&P down 1. And the DAX in Germany. Let's go take a look at the DAX. The DAX doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know what to make of this move up in the euro. The euro trading up 56 ticks right now. King dollar back 33. And the DAX should be celebrating. But apparently their invitation, was canceled. They were looking forward to coming to Jackson Hole, spending time with the group here, and apparently they don't like the fact that they're not coming. They're having an inside day, a confusing day after a strong session yesterday. You've got the DAX trading down 53 points right now. What's the candle telling me? It's just simply telling me there's just nothing but confusion over in Germany right now. If we continue taking a look around the world here, let's go take a peek in. Let's go take a look at the Shanghai. Let's go take a look at Shanghai. See what that is doing. That traded up 18 points last night, closing out at 2171. It's trying to complete a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. That's at the 2119 level. 2167 was the 0.786 retracement level. So we'll keep our eye on this. The way that it had traded on the daily, this is the weekly chart that we're looking at. If we go switch over here to the daily chart, you can see what the Shanghai did was it gapped down yesterday. So it gapped down. That gap was not. Let's see if the top of it was tested last night. The high there, 2184.12. You got up to 2182.62. So it was not tested. We'll watch how this trades here, but that could easily be a area of resistance on the Shanghai, and that would send you to lower prices. Again, I'll put up the weekly chart out here for us because if this area, and I'm talking the 2120, 2167 level breaks, then it's going to go, and that, folks, when we're talking about that level, just so you know, you're talking about coming into the swing point, which it's trading in, the March 6, 2009 swing point. That is where that is trading. And I promise you that folks in August of 2009 thought there would be no way that that would ever get back to those levels. And it absolutely has. If we go take a look at the FTSE, we haven't looked at the FTSE for a while, so let's go over to the UK and let's see what the FTSE is doing. That is trading down this morning, down about 20 points out here after having two sessions of confusion. I say confusion just simply because they were doji candles. Now, those doji candles really didn't mean much to me because they weren't coming into any type of resistance or support level. So just simply a breather, or just simply telling you that they were confused as as to what to do out there. Today, the confusion is over. It's trading lower out here. If we take a look at the FTSE, what the FTSE ought to at least do out here, we can draw a couple things in. We can take a look at just simply a quick trend line out here. We'll draw that in. We'll take a look at retracement levels off of the last swing point, that swing point being July 26th in the FTSE. And so right now, what it's trying to do is get back that first dead cat bounce there. That's that 0.382 level, 57.24. The next spot, 56.30. That is on the FTSE out there. If we switch over real quickly here, let me go over to the ES Mini before we come on the air. Well, I tell you what, folks, make sure that you stay tuned because, as always, it's terrific Tuesday. We've got a great lineup for you. Following this show, Tom and I will be doing the Money Master Show. Then we go all the way out to Santa Fe, New Mexico for Kate Stalter, Small Cap Roundup, Victor Jones from 12 to 1, Darryl Martin 1 to 2, 2 to 3 with David White, Ken Shreve 3 to 4, and the Tom O'Brien Show 4 to 6, folks. Remember, what is your brand? It's all one word. Make sure that you've got a good brand out there, folks. Why? And make sure it's a good word, because the words that we attach to our experience, what happens, folks? They become our experience. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in a few, or see you tomorrow morning. Take care.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.